Hello everyone, Dr. Bascom here. Please excuse the poor camera angle. I am driving and normally I would not be making a video, but I am stuck in traffic. I'm assuming that there has been a wreck, and so prayers for whoever was involved. But my GPS says that it's going to take me 57 minutes to go about 2 miles. So I am just creeping along, and I'm holding the phone down because I don't want to accidentally record any of the people in the vehicles surrounding me. So I'm on my way home because I have just completed my face-to-face training in the Duke Health and Wellbeing Coach Training Program. And so I will be getting my Stage 1 certification in the mail soon. And I'm super excited about that and the next steps that I am going to take on my way to becoming nationally board certified. So I wanted to take this opportunity to make a video and tell you all about an activity that we did as our last activity together in the training session. We all made a circle, and the training coaches had put small objects in the middle of the room, and they were all small enough to fit in the palm of your hand, and they were all just random. There were rocks and dice and feathers and pom-pom balls and beads and seashells and little figurines. There were astronauts and little fish and just all sorts of things. And so we were tasked with choosing 2 objects. And the first object was supposed to represent something that we were leaving behind. And the second object was supposed to represent something that we were taking with us. And so this is my first object. It's a little tennis shoe. I think it's a bead or charm, one of those little ones that you maybe could put on your shoelace, I think is what it is. But isn't it cute? I thought it was very pretty. It's black and hot pink and neon green. I really liked it, actually, when I picked it up. I thought that's really pretty. But I chose it after I sat with it a moment to see what it could represent. And I decided that this is actually what I'm leaving behind. And to me, it describes leaving behind the rat race. And I wasn't actually in corporate America, so I wasn't technically in the rat race. I didn't actually have to punch a clock. But it's just the feeling that I had. I have spent the last 3 years starting a nursing program from scratch, not by myself, of course, but as one of the founding faculty members, and then becoming the chair of the program. And while I'm so proud of myself for that accomplishment, it was nothing for the faint of heart. It was one of the most difficult things I've ever done. And the expectations that were there for me, I felt made it so that I did not have a lot of flexibility in my time. And being a mom, really, I felt like I put it on the back burner. And my husband, who thankfully is an amazing husband and father, went to all of the children's field trips and took our daughter to school every day and picked her up and took her to dance class, and was able to stay with her several times when she was sick. But our children go to 2 different schools, and so our son had to rely on neighbors and friends to take him to school and pick him up every day. And he's older, so he's more independent. So he spent a lot of time at home alone, and in the evenings when he didn't have after-school activities. And when he did archery and golf, and I was unable to make it. I think in the past 3 years I've been to 3 archery matches, and no golf tournaments. So it was just, it was really hard for me as a mom, and realizing that my children are growing up and they don't have those memories of their mom being there as much as I would really like to be. So I decided to have this represent that job that I'm leaving behind, because it's really pretty and I really wanted it. And my job was a great job I had worked really hard for that job, was really the pinnacle of my career. And from the outside looking in, I'm sure that most people are thinking I'm crazy for walking away from that job. But like this tennis shoe, that is very tiny, it was not a good fit for me in this season of my life. And so I decided that I have made a decision, and I'm leaving that concern or that worry about that behind. And I'm moving forward with this object. And this is like a poker chip. And I chose this because with this new career of being a life coach, I'm betting on myself. And that's scary. It's scary to take a chance and become an entrepreneur when you've never been an entrepreneur or know anything about business. That's very scary. And it's a lot. It's a lot to learn, not only about the new career, but about business. And so I wanted to tell you all this because in a previous video, I shared that our whole cohort has been coaching each other through this process as we learn the Duke way of coaching. And they have been coaching me through this, and it's been fantastic. They all commented this week about how just lighter I seemed and enthusiastic, and that's truly how I feel. And this coaching process has really made me realize that we can do hard things and we can have big goals and big dreams. But sometimes we just may need a little more encouragement or motivation or help making that plan. And so it's been really eye-opening to me to see how beneficial and useful truly this coaching process is. And I can speak to that firsthand. And so I really want to work with people who aren't afraid to dream big for their future. And they want to plan well now so that they can achieve the lifestyle that they've dreamt of for their future, so that they can thrive instead of just survive. And I feel like I'm living that right now, and so I know that I could be a good resource for any of you who are maybe in a similar situation. Maybe you're not moving out into entrepreneurship, but just a career change or a big life change, a life decision that's scary, and you're doing it for your future self or your family's future. And so you may need a little extra encouragement or help in making that plan and meeting your goals. And so if you'd like more information on life coaching, please send me an email at drbascom.waycoaching@gmail.com, and I would be happy to share that with you. God bless you, and I hope you find your way.